the night, oh yeah, the rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life, oh yeah, the rhythm of my life.
You're listening to Cowboy Shit with Ted and Wacey.
Okay, welcome to the third edition of the Bachelor and Bachelorette podcast. Here with Cowboy Shit, I'm Ted Stovin. He's Wacey Anderson, coming to us from the new BC World Headquarters, Cowboy Shit. And Wacey,
the Western Division.
Did you get some laps in there this morning?
Got a couple. There was so we're up at Sun Peaks this weekend with on a little ski trip with some of Jen's friends, and there was 10 centimeters of fresh snow overnight. So we got a couple hot laps in.
I believe it's fresh POW, isn't it?
Sorry to take you away from the skiing.
POW. That's what this hat means. No friends on POW days.
Okay, so everyone else joining us here today, we have the original love story of the first Bachelor, Mr. Dustin Edwards and Allie Price.
No, I wasn't the first Bachelor. I was Wacey.
I know, but
I was the first Bachelor sabotager.
Yeah, and it worked out.
First one to find love, yeah.
What a year out for a bit.
What a year out right now. You gotta go.
Okay, I'm back.
The tribe has spoken.
What he's just trying to jump in here. Anyways, Allie, how does it feel to be back here, to relive the first show? What are you thinking?
It's very exciting to be back here.
Sounds like it.
I thought that
Yeah, you sound so excited about this.
It's very exciting to be back here. We did come back for Wacey's second chance of love. When was that? 2020? We were trying to remember.
I forget.
It was good to be back then. Yeah. We were a little fresher in the relationship. We're a little dialed in now. Aged relationship now, going on 4 years. Thanks to the pod.
Like Sean said earlier, 5 with the wind chill.
5 with the wind chill. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad considering the
I saw that guy yesterday. Anyways, so on the other side,
there's some things we need to unpack first before we get into the other side of the table.
Okay.
Because now you guys are back. You've built a nice.
Establish the other side of the way. So we just gotta say our Bachelorette for this year, Cassie Hausauer and her best gal Brooke, Martine from the Calgary Stampede. Just so we know who's all on the screen, because we just want to leave them hanging over there. But we'll get back to that in a second. Wait, continue on. Sorry.
Yes, there's some things we need to unpack. As mentioned earlier, Dustin kind of hijacked the first Bachelor, and you kind of need to talk about like how have things played out for you guys. Obviously, you said you're a little bit more established, going on 4 years. How have things transpired over the past 4 years for you two?
Well, yesterday was our Facebook friends anniversary,
which was the day after the original podcast
when I sent the friend request. Yeah, so yesterday was a big day for us.
He hit me up with the Instagram friend request and the Facebook friend request.
Yeah.
And then 2 months later.
How long did it take for him to ask you out on a date?
I was living in Canmore, and he was at a Banff conference, and he was trying to get me to go there. That was probably a month after, but I wasn't falling for it. And
it was April.
It was April. So no, it was March because we went out in April.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then he asked me about other girls, and I was like, "Is this like that?
Cut the take.
Is this the? Is this trying to see if we're not in the friend zone situation or like a legitimate question?" And so that happened, and then he would always respond to my Instagram story. And I asked him
with the flame emoji, like would he actually say words? We just the fire.
Yeah. So they get you.
That's literally what he would do. And he asked me for my number. So I gave him my number, and he just texted me Dustin. That's it. So I didn't reply because what was I supposed to say? And then I just showed up at one of the hockey games in Canmore, and
a Dragons game.
Yeah, Dragons. We were playing playoffs there, and then I was staying here with Ted for Aggie Days, and we went on our first date.
Yep.
And
April 2nd.
And it's been quite a journey ever since.
Fun and games ever since.
We're closing in on the 4-year mark.
We're moving into our 6th house.
Yeah.
At the end of this month.
6 houses in 4 years.
Yeah.
You bunch of transients
and a camper.
yeah, 5 houses, one
and a camper.
I got another thing. So the one thing that I was talking to Dustin about earlier in the week. So now you two are not only together but you both have businesses in Drumheller. And so what we were talking about is that so Dustin's part of the Canalta group between the Drumheller Dragons, Barney's in Drumheller as well, and now Allie has Pearl and Heart, been in business for like a year and a half now as well.
Yep, year and a half, going on our second real summer, so that's exciting.
And Barney's is this already year 3, Eddie?
This is year 3 of Barney's. Just for all the media out there with the microphones.
No free ads.
Year
press
3,
conference.
guys. Here at Barney's Adventure Park. Check us out west on North Dinosaur Trail in Drumheller. Your family and all ages adventure fun park. We've got dinosaurs, we've got zip lines, and now we have booze. So thank you for checking out.
If we don't have it, you don't need it.
Can you go ahead and do one for me too?
And if you check out Pearl and Heart, located beside O'Shea's Family Restaurant in Drumheller beside the Ramada, it's your coffee, boutique, baked goods. You can even buy some sausage there once you find a nice blouse. Pearl and Heart.
What are we doing here then?
And for a limited time, show your Pearl and Heart receipt at Barney's Fun Center and receive 10% off your day pass.
No, that's
from
real.
now
And
until the end of July.
And
That's
opening
real.
in June, right in front of Pearl and Heart, we've got a camper that sells ice cream, and it's called Bam Bam's Ice Cream. Check it out. It's going to be good ice cream.
Is the next business going to be Pebbles?
Yeah. We got you can get the Pebbles Ice Cream Bowl at Bam Bam's after you visit Barney's.
This isn't really off topic, really, but the aging of the Flintstones is not a thing for kids anymore. Like, people don't think of that, so everyone's like, "Oh, what's the Dino Bowl?" But they say Dino Bowl, and I'm like, "It's Dino, it's Pebbles," but nobody knows. Same with Barney's.
Nobody
People
knows.
don't associate it with like a big purple dinosaur, which is good.
I was gonna ask if this is the way you guys imagine things playing out for you two. You know, you first met on your first few days. Do you ever imagine, like, because you were working you were kind of just transitioned to your job with the Dragons, Dustin, and Allie, you're working in healthcare, so now you're at completely kind of 180s on your career paths.
Do you know what? In our first year of dating, we had I had some hockey job offers. We had been looking at places in Regina,
Saskatoon,
Vegas,
Oklahoma,
and we were
Winnipeg.
we were packing our bags and looking at a few places, and then every time I was like, "Oh, let's just wait," and yeah, here we are. So it's been a pretty wild 4 years, to say the least. Now we've got a box, like a mailbox.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
So then before we move on to the next segment, as we head into today's Bachelorette, what are a few pieces of advice you could give to Cass on her search for love?
What I can say is that don't rule out anyone in the room. Actually, yeah. We might have assembled these people to be on the show, but everyone's fair game in this house. That's all I can say.
And speaking of that, Dustin and I were talking, and we're trying to put together a Drumheller date for the winners with Cassie and the winners. So, you know,
I love this.
Here. You could be the winner. If you win today, you could be receiving the following.
You will win the following. It's a new blender. No, it's not. The recipient will receive a Drumheller staycation package featuring 2-day passes to Barney's Adventure Park.
Adult or child?
Adult passes, unless anyone here has child. I don't know all the contestants yet. If they need one, we'll give them one. At least 50% off the kid. Followed by ice cream cone at Bam Bam's. $25 gift card to Pearl and Heart. Does that work?
I can do Cowboy Shit will back it too. We'll hook you up.
And we'll also get you the friends and family rate at the Canalta Hotel.
Located right next to Pearl and Heart. Same.
And we'll give you anything else you need. We'll do it. We got you.
That's a lot of good things.
That sounds like what dreams are made out of.
They're going to be opening up in Drumheller. We'll take you there for a tasting and a tour. Have some gin. And if you don't drink, they've got...
What about a VIP experience at the Drumheller Dragons game?
That'd be fun.
Yeah, we'll take you down. We'll tour you through the room. You can see where we keep all
Meet some
the
of the
jock
players.
straps.
So I guess we got to ask Cassie, what do you think of this extreme date provided by Pearl and Heart and Barney's in Drumheller? What do you
That's a
think?
lot. That's a lot of pressure. I've got to stay with them at the end of this in a hotel room. What if I don't like them?
You don't have to.
Do I have to drive all the way down to Drum with them? What if they live far away?
It's open-ended. It can be a day trip or an overnight experience.
Okay, that's better. I like that better.
Worst case scenario, you bring Brooke.
We're going to
Might be a girl date. We'll see.
Gals Day.
Okay.
Valentine's.
Anything else we got for the first segment here, Wace?
I think that about wraps it up. I think the next, time to move on to the focal point of this whole deal.
All right.
The Bachelorette.
The Bachelorette. Okay, we'll take a quick pause and be back with our first date right after this.
Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Where's that higher love? I keep thinking
Horse Expo is coming to Red Deer from April 28th to 30th at Westerner Park. Book your stay at the Cambridge Hotel and Conference Center for a special rate, and we're excited to be back and check out the Trainer Showdown at the Cowboy Shit round pen with Jason Irwin, Extreme Wileen, and Jason Sapola. Get your tickets for April 28th to 30th now at horseexpo.ca. As a proud partner, you can use promo code CS20 to save $20 off your Horse Expo ticket.
All right, Wacey, let's get to the point though of why we're here. We've got a little intro. We talked to Dustin Alley, but it's almost time. So we're gonna ask Cassie.
We got Cass Haus, the lipstick and cowboy boots CEO, founder, the gal behind it all. She's here. She's our Bachelorette for 2023 now, I guess.
Yeah.
Cass, you are a former contestant on The Bachelor when I was the Bachelor in question, but now as the Bachelor at the focal point, how are you feeling heading into today? Yeah.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident. I'm really excited. I'm hoping that love is in the air and it's going to be good today. We're going to find someone, get to go down to Drum on this fancy date that you guys have put together. We'll see how it goes.
I think love.
So
is
what are you
in the air,
expecting?
and so is the smell of lasagna, and that doesn't.
And I love pasta.
If that doesn't come full circle into love, I don't know what will.
That doesn't fire up. Your wood's wet, right?
So part of our
go ahead, Wace.
So part of our questionnaire for our contestants, as they were to be submitted, what would their first ideal date be? I want to pose a question to you, Cass. What is your ideal first date with a potential suitor?
I did mention this on that video that I did for you guys, Wacey. I don't know if you watched it.
But for those who didn't check out the video, this is a whole different audience.
I know, I'm just bugging you. So my ideal first date is typically a paint night. So basically what you do is there's a whole group of people in the room and you have to follow an instructor who takes you through step by step on how to paint whatever the painting is. And I like it because you get to see how the person is going to interact with those around them. You know, it's not just you two in the room. You get to see if they follow instruction well, if they take themselves super seriously or not so seriously, if they can have fun, if they're okay at failing and not having a great painting, if they're kind to the wait staff, all that kind of good stuff. And actually, it's been quite a good deciding factor for a couple of people. So, I mean, I haven't done a paint night, date night in quite a few years at this point, but it was my favorite before.
So do you often keep the paintings after these paint nights, or if it doesn't work out, you kind of throw it away, or do you have like a collection of paint nights?
Well, I thought
I've done one of those before,
cool,
and
regardless of who I was on the date with, so I did keep them for a little bit, and then I changed my mind. I had an elephant; it wasn't that great. I did have to paint a cat, so like there was a competition in the room. You had to paint a cat with a paintbrush in your mouth. Mine was cute. I kept it.
Should I zip down to like Michael's and go grab some brushes and some?
We're gonna do a live paint night.
Screw the round table. Let's just start painting stuff.
So like one more thing before we move on, what are like some of the top qualities you look for in a potential mate?
So something that my therapist talks about. Yeah, I went there, guys. Go to therapy, everyone. You all need it, literally.
Twice this year already.
Thank you, Ted. I'm going on Wednesday, and I set it up specifically for after the podcast.
You spent an hour in this house with us. You need therapy.
Do you want us to
It's a bad deal.
I would love it if you could. Anyways, okay. So something that dear Joanna says is you're looking for someone that is CARP. So CARP is consistent, available, reliable, and predictable. And I think all those things are super important. I can look back on some of the guys that I've been on dates with or have dated or just kind of looking at folks in general, and some of them are not consistent with their communication. Are they even available? Hey, is there someone that thinks that they are dating you or are married to you? Interesting. You can kind of go through those things and see how
And
it
you
is.
think you're married to somebody?
Not just think you're married to someone, but like they'll hit on you, but they're actually married.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Reliable. You want someone who's reliable. You also want someone who's predictable. You know kind of what they're going to be like. I mean, unless it's something fun, fine. But you know what I mean, guys? Are you on that?
I feel
So
you.
carp.
Okay.
Just think of the little
Carp.
fish in the pond.
Those grease,
It
the
sounds
fish that no one
ridiculous,
keeps.
but that's how you remember it.
What are some of the red flags you're on the lookout for today?
I'm really not good at seeing red flags if we know my dating history. So I got Brooke here, and
Can
she's going
someone
to be
get
looking.
Brooke like a little red flag so that she can just like
Yeah.
bring it into the screen and
Actually, red's
flip
my
it
favorite
around?
color.
We got a rag in the closet. You want to grab one of those?
Not
Storm,
that's
let's
not
get a red
even
rag.
a joke.
It's a re-red flag. I think you should, Brooke. I think you should be
No,
told.
don't say anything. Just flag into the frame and just do this.
Yeah. Hold on. We got.
So I have Brooke as my flag person. Yeah. Sorry, Wacey.
We got the old mark out.
I
Get
know,
the old
you're
mark
good.
out
We
Don't
flag
actually
here.
we have a mark out flag.
We have the red dish rag.
I'm just gonna throw it in
All
there.
right, here we go. Okay, I think we're ready now, Ted. We've got
Okay,
the
ready? Okay,
foundation
let's do this.
Ready
set.
for Woody?
Let's do this thing. All right. So our first contestant. Wacey, you got the intro on Woody?
Oh, this guy.
You know this guy.
This guy. No, this is one of my really close buddies. We played a lot of hockey together. We met. He was hauling feed for Cattleman's Corner in Nanton there, and he was at the ranch one day, and him and I just kind of hit it off. Stand-up guy, biggest heart around. He's a heck of a guy. Can play hockey, really outgoing. I think he ticks a lot of the boxes for Cass heading into this thing. So, with no further ado, welcome to the show, my friend Ryden Woody Atwood.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for the nice introduction, Wacey.
Hey, I tried my best. I didn't have anything wrote down beforehand, to be honest. That was from the heart.
I love that. I love that. I also bought Wacey's Capri camper off of him when he finished bull riding.
Yeah, when I was sour and sold everything off.
Do
Yeah.
you still have it, Woody?
What do you?
No, I don't. No.
Okay. Resold.
That thing was pimped out though. It had like a king size bed, had a TV with a DVD player, air conditioner.
Yeah, it was great.
What are you drinking for today's episode? Let's talk about what's in the glass.
I got a little cup of gin on the go right now. Didn't have any beers in the beer fridge, so I grabbed a bottle of gin and poured a stiff one.
I like gin.
How would you
Check.
rate your cocktail making abilities? Like, so you're having a nice stay at home date night. Like, what's your go-to cocktail you're making for you and your nice lady?
I do like a gin. Yeah, I'm a big gin fan, and I got
Yeah,
some.
but like, what are you putting in the gin? Are you just giving her a shot of
Lime.
gin, being
Yeah, little soda, a little lime, keeping it easy. I got some gin from New Zealand that I brought back, got imported, and it's delicious. So it's purple, as you can see here.
Oh,
It's delicious.
Question for you, Ryden. If you were actually
Yes.
here in person today, sans the hot tub fiasco, you know that anyone who was supposed to come into the house was supposed to bring a homemade dish. What would you have brought?
Cheese dip, big cheese dip guy. I have a delicious recipe.
break down the recipe for us, please.
Yeah, will do. I'll send in the group chat.
We were talking about
All right, Woody. Just question from screen number 2 here. Are you a carp?
I I wouldn't say I'm like the carp the fish, but I like to think I'm a pretty reliable guy. I would say I'm outgoing. I like to have fun, keep things
Except for
pretty
today.
light.
You think
Yeah,
you're married?
well,
Is that
unfortunately,
the other one?
Do you think
I
you're
don't-
married?
I don't think I'm married. I don't think I'm married. No,
All right,
I'm
guys. He
definitely,
is a
very-
carp. We're good to go. Continue on.
yeah.
So Woody, I want to pose the same question to you that I posed to Cass. But like, what is your ideal first date, or how would you approach a first date with the Bachelorette?
I'm a big fan of a Flames game date. You can hang out. If you need to escape,
He's an Oilers fan. Ryden,
Yeah,
we talk shit all the time about your
it's
Flames
okay.
and my
I
Oilers.
think it's okay. I think I can look past that. You know, I being a big Calgary Flames fan, I'm not going to change, and you know, it is what it is at this point. But I think it's something I can
First
look
date is
past.
going to be a BOA,
what-
and it'll be the last
The
date.
contestant isn't supposed to be looking past things. We're selecting. You're not selecting the person.
I guess if I win, I could look past that.
I mean, all things considered, a little rivalry within a relationship isn't so bad.
Yeah, it's
So
fun.
what
Exactly.
I'm
Keep it
hearing already is that he's stuck in his ways and refuses to change. So that's a good sign.
Oh Jesus, Brooke from the top ropes.
I just can't get over our first contestant. They will look past something when they're.
I guess I got to be the
what a
chosen one
competitor,
first, you're right.
Woody. I love
right.
it.
Okay, so another question for you, Woody. What's your like 5-year plan? Like how do you see, like, what's your kind of top 3 goals as you move forward in life? We want to make sure you're able to provide for Cass, give her a solid foundation. Yeah, we're just looking out for her. So I want to know kind of what direction you're heading.
So I just recently started a new career in mountain relocation. I drive larger than life Tonka trucks. Just 1 month into that, so you know, at this point, my 5-year plan is a little bit up in the air with how things go. You know, starting that out, just kind of seeing how things go. But it's definitely a career path that I'm looking forward to pursuing. I work 4 days on, 4 days off, and you know, you get a little bit of work-play balance.
So you're available.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. But at this point in time, I can't say I have a good look at what 5 years looks like. At some point, you know, I would like to get back to New Zealand and spend a little bit more time over there, but we'll just have to see what the future holds.
You're honest, man. Appreciate the honesty.
What's your thoughts about New Zealand?
Never been. I really don't think I'm going there, but I'll let you go.
You could be.
Have fun.
Come on, yeah.
If Woody,
So if I'm the chosen one, yeah. If I'm the chosen
He looks
one,
past enough things, Cass.
yeah.
So looking at that, should you be selected as the winner of the Bachelorette, and you and Cass go on to have a nice little happily ever after, and you guys get married, all this kind of stuff, where would you take Cass for your honeymoon? Not, I guess New Zealand could be on there, but not including New Zealand.
That's a great question, actually, and something that I've never ever really considered before. But I'd probably go somewhere tropical. Jesus, Brooke, take it easy. This is one here. I'd probably go somewhere tropical like Hawaii for me. I've never been. I've only heard great things about that place. Again, New Zealand would be a great option, but we'll talk about, you know, something like that at a later date. Hawaii would be my go-to spot, I think.
Okay, Wacey, Brooke has a whole bunch of really good questions. So we're gonna give Brooke the mic here for a little
Brooke
bit.
has the floor.
Brooke has the floor.
This is making me nervous.
I'll be nice.
Take it easy, please.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Which one do we want Ryden to answer? Okay. What is something that you wish that you were better at when it comes to relationships?
That's a good question too. It's been a long time since I've been in a solid committed relationship here. But I think for me, a lot of the things is like just communicating better, maybe, you know. Things that I struggled with in the past was maybe a little bit of communication for sure. Like, you know, having a couple beers after hockey with the boys, you know, maybe staying a little longer than I need to, you know, something along those lines was a past issue in one of my relationships.
You've actively worked on that over the past few years. You like, we've talked about therapy earlier on. You know, you and I have had those conversations. So, hey,
yeah,
man.
I'm all for therapy. I'm with Cass there too. I think everybody needs therapy. Absolutely.
Green flag.
Yeah, if I had a green cloth, I'd be whipping it around.
So
Yeah.
can I add on to Brooke's question there? What you mentioned that you haven't been in a committed relationship for a long time. What would it take for you to enter a committed relationship, or what are you looking for in that aspect?
You know, I'm definitely open to something like that at this point. It's, you know, just finding the right person for me. It's been a while, and it's not something that I've been trying to force. Like I do like being alone and you know, starting this new career and being away and working away. It's all kind of new to me, but you know, a committed relationship is something that I would pursue. And I'm definitely open to something like that, but it just got to find the right person. I'm not really looking to force anything. Maybe in the past, that's something that I've done is kind of forced, myself into things, and it didn't always end up working out in my favor. So it just got to be the right person. It just got to flow, and it just got to work.
Oh, that was
Wow.
beautiful.
I wish I had a green flag.
Woody, if it wouldn't work out with Cass, this is just kind of where my expertise falls in. Now, what's your thoughts on Brooke here with the flags?
I don't love Brooke with the flags. Brooke's a Nat girl. We grew up together. She had a crush on me, I think, back in junior high. So
yes, see, this is the stuff we want.
Breaking news.
Brooke, did you have a crush on Woody? Let's get into this.
What led to that crush?
Why did you have to do that?
Hey,
you guys ever?
You're the one throwing red flags in my face.
You guys kissed?
I don't
know if we ever did kiss. Did we?
Anymore. I feel
this is turning to fucking Jerry Springer.
Somebody's gonna need to pay my therapy bill now.
Yes.
Maybe.
Actually,
must have been good. Woody can't remember it.
Yeah, no, we have. And I may have also kissed Cassie tonight too. This is
the stuff people want.
Hey, we're being honest.
The people need to know. I met Cass at the OG Bachelor episode with Wacey. I met him. I met Ali as well. Yeah, the night before we had a great time.
I also think we've kissed before too.
Ew.
Yeah, we have definitely
kissed. That.
So, so Ali, from your,
I was in high school though, so this doesn't count.
No, it counts.
Was 4 years ago. It still counts.
So Ali, so from your standpoint, and after witnessing all this stuff, how would you feel, or how compatible would you say Woody and Cass are?
Well, I obviously know Cass a lot better than Ryden, but I have met Ryden a few times. I've always, we've always kind of kept it there as a potential option in conversations. Definitely.
Our conversations too.
I mean, I don't hate the idea at all. I think it'd be nice.
But
I think it's hard because you live where you live. 4 hours.
But you can get cheap flights on Swoop.
It would have helped your case to show up today, though, probably. So.
Yeah.
Hey, give the guy a break. His hot tub broke down. Come on.
Yeah.
Cut the guy some slack.
Where's the priority, Wacey? I can't believe you're even giving that as a thing.
If that thing wrecks, you know how much it costs to replace that shit?
Yeah, and if it freezes, that's the big thing is it's either I got to get this thing working or I got to winterize it before I leave because I go back to work.
Okay, so he's handy though. He can fix things, so that's important.
So it is unfortunate.
If they don't find your hands, they at least got to find you handy.
I would love to be at HQ with all you guys, and it's been so long since I've seen all you guys, so it would have been great. But yeah, unfortunately, it is what it is. It's one of those things that's got to get dealt with.
Okay, wait. So I got 2 minutes on the clock. We're going back to Brooke. All right, 2 minutes in this date speed round. Let's go.
Okay. So you talked a little bit about if it would the right person, you would be willing to get into a serious relationship. What characteristics do you think that person has?
I'm going to have to say patience. Sometimes that can be a lot to handle. Good communication. I like to have a lot of fun too, keep things pretty light. So definitely looking for somebody like that. I do like the little bit of rivalry, like the Oilers Flames rivalry and, playing cards. I like that little bit when you can poke fun and enjoy each other and get a little bit competitive, but no, at the end of the day, you're not going to fret over it. You're not going to be angry at each other. I like stuff like that and some light competition, but I also like to adventure. I don't like being inside a lot. I like to get outside, in the summers, I like to golf, spend time at the lake, do that kind of stuff. In winters, I ice fish, hunt, and, go skiing, do that kind of stuff. So definitely looking for somebody that's looking to go on adventures with me and just kind of, make memories.
Less than a minute.
It also be said that Woody has a sick boat.
Yeah.
Oh, you want another question?
He invites me on the boat every summer, and I've never made it.
Okay.
That's not 4 hours thing.
Okay, one last one for you, Ryden. What is your love language?
My love language? I like physical touch. Yeah, I'm a big fan of cuddling. Yeah.
Yeah, we know.
and holding hands and just stuff like that. Like, yeah, I'm a pretty soft guy actually when it comes to relationships. Yeah.
All right. Anything else
Softest
to
guy in
add
the
for
league.
Woody? Anything else?
Thanks,
Or are we
guys.
good?
Appreciate
I just
that.
like that he's kissed both of them. That was fun.
There is history. Like,
Hey, final question, Woody. Who's a better
Yeah, let's
kisser,
hear it,
Cass or Brooke?
Dog.
oh, that's bad. We
Yeah,
can't play that. I'm gonna plead the fifth on that one.
Yeah.
All right, Woody. Well, thanks for joining us today. Sorry you couldn't make it. Sorry about your hot tub, but thanks for making it work. So
Yeah,
on the Zoom.
Yeah,
video.
thank you guys for having me, Cass.
Appreciate it, man.
I'm gonna leave you with a pickup line here, if that's all right with you. Do you like a good pickup line?
Yeah, give it to me.
I should complain to Spotify. You're not listed as this
Why?
week's hottest single.
Let's go.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thanks, everyone.
Okay,
Sorry I couldn't
see you,
be
Woody.
there.
All good, brother.
Take
See you,
care.
man. All right. Okay. Our first date is in the books. Let's take a little break and we'll get our next contestant here up shortly. But first date's in the books. We got a little quick recap, or what are we thinking?
Definitely a great contender. Man, just a personable guy. That's what Cass is what you need.
Woody checks a
good.
lot of boxes for me. He checks a lot of boxes for me, that guy.
I was a little rough on him too, and he's a good sport. So
Cass, what do you think?
Bryden's great. It's literally he's 4 hours away from me. Makes it a little tough, you know?
No, do you know what? I read an article. They're making a high-speed train from Edmonton to Calgary.
Really?
Problem solved.
That'll be when I'm 50. That'll be
Dang.
done.
Okay.
Can I
Okay,
chime
let's
in
wrap
on
it
this
up.
one?
We'll get to our next date right after this.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. What is love?
Okay, we have our first in-person bachelor, and he is. Well, how do we want to do this? Matt from Panoka, is this right?
Yeah.
I don't know all the details. Tell us about yourself, Matt. Welcome to.
I think before we get into Matt, what did he bring for his dish?
Yeah, we have it. Actually, that's what we got. You kind of just introduce the food without introducing the guy, though. It's like, come on, man. It's not all about the food.
I'm Matt. I'm 27 from Panoka, Alberta. I do custom leatherworking, and for my dish, I brought a surprise spread.
Is that like a charcuterie board, or what's that? What's that mean?
I had some of it already. It is excellent, and I'm really happy that he did this. He also asked in advance if anyone had any allergies, which I thought was very thoughtful as well. So there's another green flag there. If Brooke's got the green flags, yeah, there we go.
So Matt, you mentioned you do leather work, and Valentine's Day is around the corner. Should you become the winner of the Bachelorette, what item would you make for Cass out of your leather shop?
Assless chaps.
All chaps are assless, actually.
Touche.
Probably a nice leather purse, some tooling on there. Fringe is big. Everybody loves fringe. I'm a man of the people.
How long are the fringes? How long are the fringes? Are they like kind of little itty bitty ones, or are they like real long ones?
No, 8 inches. They got to have some good hang to them.
Cass, what do you feel about 8 inches with hang?
A little bit of hang to it.
I can promise you that expectation is only to be for the leather shop.
Great sense of humor to start things off.
Okay, I'm gonna go back.
So
to Brooke,
is the leatherwork you go away. Is the leatherwork your full-time gig, or do you daylight as anything else, or kind of give us what do you do for a living?
It's been my full-time gig for the last year. However, I have a lot of big plans for it that I've decided I need to go back to my job in the oil field as a heavy equipment operator to kind of fund those plans and really grow it to the place where I want it to be.
What do you got to do with that? You got to buy more gear, or you got to hire people, or get a shop, or what do you got to do?
More so just upgrade some of the equipment that I have, and really just be able to take the time and spend time on bigger projects versus having to do a lot of smaller projects to try and fund those larger ones. Whereas I can focus if I go back to a regular job, I can focus more on the big projects that I actually want to do, like building custom saddles.
Would you build Cass a barrel racing saddle? Is that in the cards?
Absolutely, I could buy Casa, or I could build Casa barrel racing saddle.
So
Hey,
what's
Brooke's
included? What would you include in Cass's barrel saddle to make it the best that it could be?
Everything I do is done by hand. As I don't have a sewing machine, so everything from the tooling, any kind of silver work, I'd really like to start doing some of that and dabble in that. The saddle I built for myself actually has custom made silver conchos on it. So when I went down and learned how to do that, that was something that I got to learn and dabble with a little bit that I thought was super interesting and just a completely custom touch.
Brooke's got all the questions. Brooke, let's go to you. What's your first one?
Yeah, this feels like a job interview. Okay. So the first question I have for you is, what do you think is the greatest thing that you could offer a significant other, in this case, Cass?
I'm incredibly loyal, like almost to a fault.
Okay, that's a good answer. Okay. What do you value most in a partner?
I'm gonna have to say trust and communication. Just being able to be super open and honest with the other person about where you're at, what's going on, if there's problems, like just talk it out. There's no need for like games and hiding stuff. If it's gonna work and you can be honest about it, just be honest. And if it's not gonna work, just be open and honest about it.
So if you have a wife, you would be honest about that.
I for sure do not have a wife.
Carp. I have a really serious question. And you were talking about being loyal to a fault. I want to throw a little scenario at you, just a little test here. You're sitting at home, you have a chance to go on a date with Cass, meet her in person, and your hot tub breaks. Do you come to the date in person or do you stay back and tend to the hot tub?
I'm probably gonna go on the date, considering I don't have a hot tub to fix.
Right.
But if you did, just pick one, date or hot tub.
I would go date.
This is a $10,000 hot tub. And if you don't fix it, it's wrecked forever. You have to replace it. There goes your sewing machine, buddy.
That's all I had.
You can buy new hot tubs. You can't buy new love.
Oh, baby. This is
Boom.
Cass, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, like I understand that the hot tub is really expensive, but also like, yeah, I mean he's not wrong too. I don't know. I feel we could have made it work.
Do we
I
have
feel
a
like Woody's
Zoom?
getting dogged for no reason.
Is there a Zoom on Zoom? Can you get in here? Let's
Zoom
get a look
on
at this
Zoom?
mustache. Can you get get right in
I
there?
just need to get.
Talk about
let's-
your what goes into your daily mustache maintenance routine.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
On the days that I choose to style it, I actually don't use any mustache specific products. I use a hair pomade. I find it it has a better hold without being like super stiff and like greasy feeling afterwards. It washes out with water. I don't have to put extra oils or anything like that. But if it's styled, I'm going out seeing somebody or expecting to look presentable in person. If I'm just home alone, it has a mind of its own and it is everywhere.
That thing's double curled. Like I don't know. Out of all the bachelors, that's the best mustache that's been on this show. So congratulations on that. If there's an award.
So far, there's only been Wacey and Woody and Matt. So it's still solid though.
I'm pretty offended actually. Not gonna lie.
You have the advantage over me, Wacey. Yours grows down. Mine doesn't.
Yeah.
Grows
That's
up in a
fair.
twirl.
That's fair.
All right, Allie's got something there next. And Wacey, I think we should go. What do we think? Is it 4 or 5 minutes left? What are we thinking? 4. Okay,
After Allie's question, I have one more question, and then we can go on.
Hey, Allie, you're up.
Okay, here's my question. You know how we all have like that one story that we just like love to share with people to like impress them a little bit? What is your story that you're going to share with Cass if you go on your first date?
I was asked by a friend of mine if I could volunteer at the Ponoka Stampede and help sell the cattle raffle tickets. And I was like, heck yeah. Like, I was like, heck yeah, free pass to go hang out at the Stampede. And when I got there, the guy who was running the organization, he had kind of told my friend, he's like, yeah, like thanks for bringing Matt. I'm not too sure like how well he's gonna do at selling. Like it was me and 4 or 5 other beautiful ladies who were trying to sell this stuff. And by the end of the weekend, he came to me and handed me a beer and said, I'm really happy we aren't in Vegas because I'd have lost a lot of money on you not being able to sell.
Was that Jason Klein?
Damn.
That was Mr. Tyler Fessler.
Tyler Fessler. Okay. Right on.
So how much did you
top
sell?
salesman? What you're saying is you're the best cattle salesman, ticket salesman?
I can sell a cattle raffle ticket to somebody who's bought 10 already.
That's she is a salesman. This is wonderful.
The reason I asked this question is you date the person, but you date the stories and you hear the same stories over and over. So you got to make sure that they're good at telling the stories and that they got a good story.
Allie, how many times have you heard Dustin's story about winning the face-off at the Hannah hockey tournament to beat the what team is that they always beat as the Moose?
Is there a story that you're alluding to, or stories, Allie, that you want to talk about?
No, it's just you get around a different group of people and the same stories occur because they haven't heard it yet, but I've heard it. So and they're always entertaining. So I'm just saying you got to make sure the stories are good. So you're going to hear them multiple times, and you want the audience to not be rolling their eyes. You want them to be laughing. So this is good. This is a good story.
Brooke,
it's a green flag.
Brooke, what else you got?
Does Cass have any questions?
Okay.
I got a quick one for you, Matt. Here.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
People who pedal drive on dry pavement. Coming to Calgary was a great reminder of that. And people who don't use signal lights. I spend a lot of time on the road and have spent a lot of time on the road in my life, and bad drivers.
Would you say that you're a road rager, or are you pretty patient?
No, I'm incredibly patient. It quietly irritates me.
If someone cuts you off, are you gonna give them a thumbs down or the finger? Like if someone cuts you off, are you gonna give them a thumbs down or are you gonna flip them off?
I'm a pull back in front of them and give them a courtesy wave kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
I am road rage, and I would have gave them the middle finger probably.
That's why you need to find someone.
Balance.
You balance me out. Yeah, that'd be good. Okay, good for me.
Okay, we got about 30 seconds. Anything else?
How do you like your steak?
Depending on who is asking me to cook it, I will go rare if they're a good chef and know how to cook a steak. If I'm not too sure, I'll go medium rare and hope that they slightly undercook it.
Wacey, one more. That's it.
So we talk a lot about like what activities or what kind of things you want to do together. I want to know, how would you spend a lazy day with Cass?
Lazy days are kind of up for whatever. If you want to hang out on the couch and watch movies all day, you want to go for a walk, you want to play cards. My family played a lot of board games growing up. That's something I enjoy doing on lazy days, just hanging out. So I'm up for whatever on a lazy day.
All right, Cass, anything else? We're wrapping it up.
Well, we had a pickup line on the last date. Do you have any pickup lines you'd like to drop, or any last words?
Right to the point.
I don't have any good pickup lines.
Yeah, you don't need a pickup. That is the pickup line.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
All right. Okay, well, that's it. Matt, everybody give it up for Matt. Thanks for being here. Okay, Matt. So Matt was our first in-person contestant. We've got 2 more downstairs. We'll bring them up. We'll be right back after one more quick little break.
Here comes the next contestant. Is that your hand on my girlfriend? Is that your hand? I wish you'd do it again. I'll watch you leave feeling pain. And I wish you'd do it again. I'll watch you leave feeling pain. There goes the next contestant.
All right, well, we're here with our third date. Mr. Lane Purdy. Lane, tell us about yourself. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thanks, Ted. I'm Lane Purdy, just live in Red Deer. I'm a livestock auctioneer for the Danes family at Innisfail Auction Mart. Been doing that for about 7 years, and that's about my life, I guess. Rodeo a bit, whatnot. So
All right, I'm gonna jump in here. I've known Lane for quite a number of years.
Yeah, you have, Eddie.
He's a friend of mine, and I was really happy to see him pop out of the basement. Didn't know you were down there, to be honest.
Didn't know I showed up.
So first off, you showed up, so that's a win. Do you own a hot tub?
No.
Okay. Check number 2.
Green flag.
Question number 2. I mean, let's not beat around the bush here, heck of an auctioneer. Let's get a sample. Let's start off the show with a sample. I want you to
auction off your heart to Cass.
Yeah, there we go. You are selling your heart.
Wacey comes in with chiming in from the background.
Let's hear the pedigree, and then let's sell it to Cass. Let's go.
Yeah, all right, guys. Well, we're gonna get going here. All right, here down 100,000. Oh, we'll get her down 50. $7,500 down here, down 25 to 50. 250. And 300 here down to 400 there it is, and half, and yep, 500 and 1,000 and bumper up a bit, 1,000, 1,500. There it is. I guess sold out $1,500.
Did we start 100,000 and ended at 1,500?
Well, I mean, we wanted all the participation around, eh? Like we wanted.
That was great. Round of applause for in the words of John Michael Montgomery. Sold.
Lane, how big of an impact has the auctioneer song had on your life?
Not very much, Wacey. I've heard it a few times, I guess now, but
would you say that's your go-to karaoke song?
I've had to sing it a few times, yes. Not by choice, I guess.
Honestly, if someone rolled up to karaoke night and dropped the auctioneer song, nobody could sing after that'd be over.
I've knocked the show out a few times, yes.
So what kind of dates do auctioneers go on? Let's talk about your ideal first date. You've got this lovely lady Cass Haus here who's going to be, she sells stuff as well, so it's both salesmen. Talk about your first date. Do you take her for pie at the auction mart? What's the story here?
Well, I think normally that would probably be the go-to. Those homemade pies at the auction mart, they're pretty tasty and whatnot. Everyone likes a good homemade pie. For me, I just hang out, like we're ranchers at home, so I just hang out and calve cows and do that sort of stuff. So, ride around, check some cows, and that's kind of my go-to thing, I suppose.
Some would say cowboy shit.
It's true. It's true.
First time we've dropped the name of the show in the show.
I think I introed it earlier, but I can't remember now. Anyways, what's your go-to pie? Which one is it?
I like a good lemon meringue.
Cassie, do you know how to make lemon meringue?
No. But I do like it.
No,
I do like lemon meringue as well. And if the auction mart has it, well, I don't need to make it, so it's completely fine. And a good second place would be a nice apple pie for myself.
Yes, I agree.
Don't know how to make that either.
Which auction mart has the best pie on the circuit?
VJV Westlock does pretty good. They're about as good as you can come by, like meals and everything. So
Brooke says my vote.
Well, you're a southerner.
All right, Brooke. We're gonna go back to Brooke. Brooke Martine. Brooke I think Brooke has some of the greatest questions today, and she prepared for this interview way more than I personally did. Yeah, we're all shooting for him, but Brooke did her homework and she's ready. So we're gonna go to Brooke now.
I take this role very seriously because we're gonna find Cass, the guy. So this weekend right here. Okay, Lane, what are 3 words that you would use that generally describe your personality?
Jesus, I don't know. Put me on the spot like that. It's tough.
I'm not messing around.
I can be, yeah. Like, I don't know.
You can ask the audience if you'd like. Eddie probably has some words.
I know. I think Eddie probably has some suggestions. I would think I'm hardworking and whatnot, but
I'll vouch for hardworking. I think personable. You've always been a personable guy. I think approachable. Yeah, everyone can walk up and have a conversation with Lane. That's what I like about him.
In saying that, I want to say that Lane has been looking at Cass answering all his questions, which is a new thing from our last 2 contestants. So personable for sure.
He knows what he's here for.
Eyes on the prize, baby.
Oh yeah, we got a dip over here. Hold on.
Just while we're bringing in the dip, I've asked this the other contestants. What's in the glass? What's your beverage of choice today, Lane? As you,
I got some Gibson's Finest in here.
Okay, so far we've had a
Ooh.
gin, we've had a Gibson's, and now let's take a look at the dip. Lane, talk us through the dip here as we insert the first chip into the bowl.
Well, you see, it's in that bowl, and it's pretty good stuff. It's a chicken dip. Chicken cheese?
Lane, did you make this dip?
No.
Who made the dip?
Wilson's wife. I brought Wilson because so I talked to Ted about this earlier this week. When he texted me Thursday morning, I guess, he says, "Congratulations, Lane. You've been selected." Well,
you're thinking, what the hell?
Lo and behold, Lane didn't know anything about it.
Somebody else put him up to this. He didn't even know he was entered.
Well,
it's probably Bardsey. Bardsey texted me saying that he was entered.
He told me you texted. I said, "Thanks, you fucker." And he said, "Good luck, cowboy." He says so.
But I'll tell you what, you came here, you brought a dip, brought a good sense of humor, you brought eye contact. I think for a guy who didn't nominate himself, you've really stepped up to the plate here, Lane. I'm impressed. You've cowboyed up.
And he doesn't have a hot tub.
And he's here.
Oh, hot tubs are sick, actually.
Lane,
was that one of the requirements? Because I don't know. I don't know. Like, what was the questions on this thing?
Yeah, he has a bathtub, I think. So that's close.
So one of the questions on the application form was, what is your favorite Zach Bryan song? We all know Cass is a very proud fan of Zach.
I think the guys actually told me that they said chicken fried because they thought it was a Zach Brown brand, not Zach Bryan. So there you go, Wacey.
Hey, but that's that's something that he can learn from Cass. Your partner has to have something you can learn from them too. It can't all be just a book that is already read, right? You gotta have some other stuff.
You're open.
If there's one thing that I got out of this podcast with my love, Allie here, was playlists. Man, that was probably one of her best qualities in the first year was her playlist that she showed me.
So you guys been together now?
Procured.
4 years. Yeah.
Slack in the last 3, I guess.
Well, and speaking of playlist, Lane, what's the top few songs in your playlist these days, buddy?
On mine? Man, I just
what are you listening to?
The music that comes on the radio sort of stuff, you know.
You're one of those guys.
Hey, question for you. One of the requirements of an auctioneer as you progress through your career, and we know this because of the great late Jack Danes, is you have to go on and give the auction report on the radio. Have you done that yet in your career?
No, I haven't actually.
All right,
Dwayne's holding it on pretty.
You got
tight.
30. You got 30 seconds to give us your best Jack Danes auction report. And 3, 2, 1.
30 seconds, eh? Well, welcome to the auction mark, guys. Lane Danes, as they call me down around the Innisfail auction mark. Good selection of bred cows this week, guys. If you want bred cows, they're here this week. Good selection of feeder cattle too. The market's always high. You know, the feeder market it's tough to top right now. I mean, get them cattle in here and get them sold, boys.
Well done. That was a day that the Danes family would be proud because no matter the market, you got to say
Innisfail auction mark.
Innisfail auction market. You know that he's been around the Danes because no matter what the market is, you say it's good and it's great.
Yeah, I mean that seems to be the thing around there. So
they'd be proud of you.
All right, one more minute here, Brooke. I'm gonna leave you with a couple more.
Okay. Oh God. Here we go. What are 3 qualities that you would like to have in your future wife?
Yeah, pie.
Picks his drink up.
Well, like I said, I didn't plan on being around here or nothing today. So, but if I was actually thinking about it, I would say somebody just willing to work and be around you as much as possible, I guess. But it's not always that lucky, and just go have fun.
He made Allie cry, so that
Lane,
I don't even know why either.
Lane, are you looking for love?
Not till Thursday, I guess.
Yeah, are you here for the right reasons?
am I here for the right reasons? Well, I showed up.
Hey, there you go.
He's checking
He
the
got
boxes.
somebody to make a
Cass.
dip.
Yeah, Lane's checking the boxes. And so who was it that put you up to this? Like, who signed you up? Because you were very surprised. We gotta get the backstory here. How'd this go down?
Well, you probably know better than me. Like, I got text on Thursday from you.
Oh yeah, I don't know because I can't tell.
And then I don't even know.
They had your email. Yeah, who put you down for it?
Well,
was it Wilson?
I think there was maybe a multitude of people, but
really,
yeah, Wilson's around here, and maybe a buddy Dougie Schaefer.
More than one person.
Oh,
there
might have been. There could have been 10 of them. You know,
No
I
way.
don't know.
Wow, so they knew. Yeah. Borrow it.
So what do you think their reasoning was? Why did they think Cass was potentially the woman for you?
Well, lipstick and cowboy boots could have been a good thing.
You're saying the right things here. Hey, he knows.
Anything else, Brooke, before we wrap it up?
What's your love language, Lane?
We got physical touch. We got quality time. We got acts of service. Words of affirmation. Gifts.
I think
Well,
Lane's a
it's a
quality
good thing
time guy.
because I didn't know 4 of them. So, what was the second one you said?
Quality time, I think. You already mentioned something about spending more time. I think that might be one of them.
That's probably what I would pick. In all honesty,
And
that's
Lane,
just me.
When
So,
quality time runs out, gifts.
yeah.
Take it from me.
Cass, what's your love language? We don't know
Who
that
would
yet.
want to spend time with Cass, honestly?
And Wacey had a question there. Cass, what is your love language?
Mine is words of affirmation, but also quality time. Yeah.
All right. Well, Lane, thanks for being here. Thanks so much.
Thanks for having me on, guys. Pretty cool to be on Cowboy Shit today.
Right
so.
on. Awesome. Thanks for being here. Be back. We got one more first round interview.
One more
coming up next,
contestant.
so be right back.
Mine told me I should proceed with caution, but my heart said go ahead and make a bid on that. And I said, hey, pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'd give anything to make you mine on mine. I'll be your bidding be at your beck and call. Yeah, I've never seen anyone looking so fine, man. I gotta have her, she's a one of a kind. I'm going once, going twice. I'm sold on the lady in the second row. She's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10. I know she's got ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes, and I'm about to bid my heart goodbye.
All right, welcome back. Our final contestant in our first round of competition. Please welcome Jaron. Tell us about yourself.
Thank you.
Yes.
Well, I'm 32. Don't really do much for a living, entrepreneur. So
you actually do a lot.
Well,
We get that.
not much.
There's
yeah.
a few of us here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have a daughter. Yeah, she's a
Okay.
year and a half.
Gonna need that kids pass.
We're going to get you kids pass to Barney's Adventure Park in Drumheller. So
Please
let's
do.
chat after the show. You
Yeah,
talk
let's do
seasons
that, yeah.
passes, upgrades, you name it.
Yeah, I would love that. And I have 3 dogs. Yeah,
Oh,
so
really?
a busy house.
What are they? What are their names?
I have 2 French bulldogs and a pit bull.
Yeah.
And they are Frank, Charles, and Roxy.
Sweet names.
Oh, very good names. So to
quite the
start
crew.
things off here, we've been doing a lot of comparisons between contestants. So our first 2 contestants went through the hot tub challenge. Our last 2 are doing an auctioneering challenge. So we need you to auctioneer your heart to Cass.
All right.
Right now, here we go.
All right. Here, how much can go? $1,000 bid anywhere, $1,000 anywhere, $1,000 anywhere, $500 bid anywhere, 500. Now 7. I'm bid 5 now 1,000. 1,000 now 15. I'm bid 1,000 now 15. $100 bid anywhere, $1,500 anywhere. I'm bid 1,000 now 15. 15 now 2. I'm bid 15 now 2. $200 bid $2,000 anywhere. I'm bid 15 now 2. 2,000 anywhere. How about 1,750? Now 2,000. I'm bid 17 and a half now. $2,000 bid anywhere. I'm bid 17 and a half now. $2,000 bid anywhere. I'm bid 17 and a half now. 2 now 22 and a half. I'm bid 2 now 22 and a half. 22 and a half. I'm bid 2 now 22 and a half anywhere. 22 and a half. How about
Sell it.
21?
No, let's sell it.
Sold for $2,000.
That was pretty
I
damn good.
I was really trying to be a smart ass there and just put him on the spot.
Oh
You
yeah,
got
my
dunked
dad's a
on, Eddie.
world champion auctioneer.
Okay.
That is true. Yeah.
So
Yeah. 1992 world champion, 10-time Canadian champion.
Okay, so I'm gonna hand the mic over because I was like in my head, I'm like, oh, watch what I'm gonna do to this poor bastard.
I finished
And,
second in the juniors.
He's eating this up already. Oh,
Dude,
the
he
confidence
shoved that
is
right up your
radiating,
face.
and
I could
he got
feel
it. The heart
in
sold for
BC.
2,000. The last contestant was 1,500. So we gotta.
And the last contestant started at 100,000, went down to what? Did you say
100,000.
Yeah.
He was shooting high.
I want to roast my buddy Lane here, but man, this was quite a. The hot tub challenge was, was one thing, but
That's
this
the surprise of the day, hands down. The surprise of the day.
TSN turning point right there, folks. Let's continue on with this process. I'm shocked.
All right, Brooke, let's go. You're up.
Okay, so we started off pretty confident, so I'm gonna knock you down a peg.
Please do.
What would your ex say is your greatest strength and your greatest weakness?
Oh, I can start with the weakness. I've heard this a few times. I don't show emotions. I'm very not emotional. Emotional. That would be the word. And also not very smart, apparently, when it comes to words. And my greatest strength would probably be, well, I'm actually really nice. I'm a nice guy. Super great guy.
So the emotion thing, do you think is that something you can work on?
Well, I mean, yes, but I just come from a family that's not very emotional,
Kinda.
Yeah. So
There's some that's a therapy thing they can help you out with there.
What's that? I missed that one.
They can help you out. They can help you out. They can help you out in therapy with that one.
You know what? I did therapy. I did. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. I'm a fan of it. Yeah.
So what
we should
what qualities are you looking for in a partner?
What was that?
Ben.
Sorry, very quiet.
What qualities are you looking for in a partner?
Oh, well, that's a great question. Well, obviously, physical attraction, number one. If you're not attracted to somebody, you don't want to sift through hours of a great personality if you aren't attracted. Let's be honest. So that is number one. Number two, I like somebody who likes to be spontaneous. I'm not a big planner. So I'm super into spontaneity. I guess the next one would be I want somebody who I can just laugh with, because I'm not a very serious person. I like somebody that it's not always oh, was that a joke? Is that not a joke? It's probably always a joke unless I say I'm not joking. So I guess those humor, whatever the second one was, and then looks, and in that order probably.
So I want to circle back to the spontaneity category.
Yeah, that was
I
number
know
two.
it's easy for people. It's easy for people to say that because it's kind of just a good way to dodge being whatever. What wouldn't it be an example of you being spontaneous?
Oh, when it snowed here recently, I packed up and went to Vancouver or Victoria for a week because I was I'm not dealing with the snow. So I'm super spontaneous. I just do stuff because I have a daughter, but she, I can set that up with her mom where I'm able to do stuff like that.
Obviously in the social world, we do a lot of deep diving on potential lovers and women and ladies of the night, whatever you're looking for. When you take a look at Cassie, I'm sure you've checked her out on social media, done some. What about her, just from a perimeter, kind of stands out at you when you seen that she was the contestant? What stuck out and you said, I got to go to this show and I got to be on it?
Well, I'm going to be honest. I've been shooting my shot with Cassie for a while, and
Me too.
Yeah, and she's just getting nowhere. I'm gonna be honest.
Wow.
So I was well, this is probably a good opportunity to shoot my shot again. And but I mean, look at her. First off,
beautiful.
Stunning. Yeah.
Wow.
And that, like I said, number one. Boom.
This isn't a shot. This is like a cannonball here.
Yeah.
Coming in. Not gonna lie. So what is it about her that makes you want to keep shooting your shot?
Like I said, looks number one. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, actually, she's really funny. She is funny. And I know she does I think it's a lot of traveling for work, but I know she does do a lot of traveling. She used to have a Frenchie, and we bonded over that. So, I mean, we're basically the same person, but she's just better looking.
Very good. Well, yeah. I'm impressed that you're continuing on in this journey. But let's Ted, let's move it over to your side. This is where we take a look at the dish of the date.
All right, so we got a couple salads here that Jaren brought. So this was part of the, what do you call it? Part of the requirements. So it's not homemade, but that's okay because I sure do love some Reese's Fine Foods macaroni salad. And so we're gonna test out the macaroni salad to start here. Let's give it a couple bite. Yeah, really taste the mustard and the mayonnaise in there.
I believe it's world famous, actually. Yeah, straight
Where did you pick that up?
Co-op.
Co-op.
Yeah, this morning.
Thank you to Co-op.
Your Airdrie Calgary Co-op up there, but we got our Reese's Fine Foods potato salad as well. Take a look at that.
Thank you to Co-op, friend of the show.
Also the
maybe even a sponsor one time.
Macaroni salad, big fan. All right, let's check out the potato salad.
So was this dip challenge for anybody but Ted? Or
I can get another fork. Do you want to try some?
no, I'm good right now. Second segment is what's in the glass. What's our contestant drinking today? Are you?
I'm just drinking a Coke.
Oh, you're having a
Yeah.
Coca-Cola. Are you?
I don't really drink.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Coca-Cola guy.
I gotta ask. Big fan of the snacks. Well, we don't gotta go there, but anything else for Brooke? I was gonna ask about watches. He's got a sweet watch on, but we don't have to go on the watch business. Is that of interest to you?
I don't care about anybody's watches. I know that you do, but you guys do you want to talk about it later? Okay. Brooke, over to you.
Okay, so do you have a philosophy or some advice that you've been given that you go by when it comes to love?
No, I haven't. But I just look at my parents. They've been married for 43 years now, and that's kind of what I want, I'd like that. So I just look at them. They're my blueprint, but they don't have a philosophy or anything like that.
Bring out the green flag.
That's cute. Yeah, that's cute.
If you were stuck in an elevator with one person for an hour, who would it be and why?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, dead or alive?
Anybody's on the table. Dig them up.
Yeah, I mean, shoot my shot there because then maybe I can put some work in, and then she can't get away from me.
Have you two spent much time together previously?
No, but we did go on a date. Well, not wait. I visited her at the bar in her hotel once, and then her and her friends left. Obviously, not a good first date. She didn't.
I believe that he started following me on Instagram and we had bonded over French bulldogs. And then when I was in Calgary the one time, it was for work. Kirsten and I were there and I had put on my Instagram story, hey, does anybody want to meet up? I'm in Calgary. And then Jaren popped into my DM, said, yeah, I'll be there. So we met downstairs, hung out for a while. And then eventually Kirsten came down and we were going for dinner. And that was that. And then I have also bought some AirPods off of Jaren in the last year. Do you want to talk about the AirPod biz?
No, well, it's not much of a biz.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
No, I just know.
Black market.
I know a guy. Get him for a good price. If you're looking for a set, let me know.
Puff Daddy. What is it? Puff Daddy?
Are they certified Apple products?
No,
I've been scammed for some AirPods.
Just Puff Daddy. Yeah, I've been sued by Apple 3 times because they don't like the fact that I am importing them.
Directly.
Yeah,
it's called the middleman.
I know, it's what I said, and I was like, "Well, I'm not selling them. I just keep them for myself." And they don't love that.
For cash, nobody knows.
Yeah.
But I think the green flag for me is that you mentioned that you wanted somebody consistent, Cass, and it seems like he's consistently sliding into your DM. So that's something.
And she did message some of her friends before she let me go on that date, and that was back in
some references.
Yeah. And they all said, "Oh, he seems like a great guy." But that's when I was the Bachelor on Amp Radio back in 2017.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You've been in this chair.
I've been in this chair, so
And
I
how
know
did that-
exactly what she's going.
How did it go?
The girl who won had a boyfriend.
Wow.
Yeah, it worked out well for everybody involved.
What?
Yeah.
She was just wanting some FaceTime or radio time.
Yeah.
She wasn't
On the
she wasn't a
cloud.
carp. Yeah. Are you carp?
I don't know what that means, but
Are you married?
Are you consistent, available, reliable, and predictable?
predictable, no.
I mean, he does slide into your DMs
I'm
all the time. So,
but I am consistently unpredictable.
Hey, there it is. Consistent.
I am available. I don't remember what the R was. Oh yeah, I'm super reliable. They call me Mr. Reliable. Well, okay, nobody's ever.
Can't
called
argue
me
Someone's
that.
LinkedIn profile.
Tell us about
Who called
they.
you that?
Nobody
Yeah.
actually. That was
All right,
a lie.
I like it.
Okay.
Great. Wacey, how many lucky loggers are you at?
I'm just about to crack open my fourth, boys.
What are you on,
I
Vancouver?
got. I do have one. I do have one.
Crush
I
them.
do have one question for Jaren though. Speaking of references, if we were to call your best friend right now, what would he say about you?
Oh, he'd probably. Well, I don't know. It's a great question. He'd probably say nice things because he's a good guy, and I took him golfing yesterday. So I mean, he would have to. Well, it was a golf simulator. It doesn't technically count, but it counts. So, but
What course did you guys play on the sim?
we played Torrey Pines.
Very cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
I played it last Sunday.
I shot a 90. He shot a 98. So
That's pretty good. Pretty
The
good.
sim takes off like 4 to 5 strokes, so I think, hey,
yeah. Well, we did use a couple mulligans
because you don't have to putt. You don't have to putt.
No,
hey?
you have to putt. This one you had to putt. But I mean, if you get it within
Oh, you
5
did.
feet, it's an auto.
Okay, wait. So we gotta wrap this up. We gotta
Yeah.
keep it on. Okay, enough golf talk. Anything else, Brooke? Is that good? Probably should. Call it good.
Yeah, I think I've seen what I needed to see.
All right, Cassie. Anybody? Allie? Maybe? Yeah. Anything? No. Okay. All right. Jaren, give it up for Jaren.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for being here, Jaren. All right. So that wraps up our first round. Be back with our finals and the finale, and be back soon. Talk in a bit.
Well, I want to send a postcard from the edge of a place I've never been. And I want to make love hard under the stars in the back of a beat up OK 10. And I want to love a girl who doesn't worry about the pictures when we kiss. And wake up one day and not be so hit and miss. Lay in bed all day and call that shit pure bliss.
Innisfail Auction Mart.
All right, it's time for the one-on-ones. Cass, we're gonna put you on the clock. It's gonna be 2 minutes per guy. Got to keep it short. Our first contestant is Lane in the second round, and you are on the clock.
All right, 2 questions. Are you ready for this, Lane? First question. If you were on a deserted island, what are 2 things you would bring with you and why?
Oh, a knife so I could build a house and do all that stuff, I guess, and kill something if I need to eat.
Okay.
And, geez, I don't know. But maybe matches
No
be good.
suggestions. Okay, that's
Or
good.
a rock, I
And
guess.
second question, do you make your bed in the morning?
It depends on the day.
Third question, how often do you wash your bedding?
It's about once a week, probably.
One more question, do you use a top sheet or only a duvet?
The comforter.
No top sheet.
No.
Okay, last question. This went
That
a
is
little
a-
further
that
than
is
I
kind of
expected.
odd.
It is a speed round, but we've got time. We have a whole minute left, you guys. Do
Yeah,
you
we
like
rifled
Tim
through
Hortons?
Tim Hortons?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Trick question. I don't.
No. I don't give. We'll stop
Yeah,
twice, I
that's
guess,
fine.
then.
I guess perfect. There, that is a perfect
Compromise.
comeback.
We
I
love
like
it.
that.
How he makes builds houses with a knife.
Hey, you got to saw the trees down, I guess.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. We are good here.
Good
Excellent
luck,
work.
man.
Goddamn Tim Hortons.
You ever heard of a lean-to, Eddie?
All right.
Let's go.
Okay. Ready? And here we go. What is your favorite thing about yourself?
My personality.
Do you like Tim Hortons?
No.
Perfect. What is your death row meal and who would make it?
Probably some sort of large steak, Caesar salad, and I would get it made by Peter Luger Steakhouse in New York.
Okay, excellent. How do you vacation? Are you active or pool sitting only?
It depends. I like to do both.
Okay.
Yeah,
Also like to do both. Do you make your bed in the morning?
every morning.
Every morning, actually?
Yes,
Do you have decorative throw pillows on your bed?
I do.
Okay, how often do you wash your bed?
About every 3 days. I have sheets on just on rotation.
Oh, wow, every
Yeah.
3 days.
Guy's
Okay.
busy.
Holy
Same
smoke.
with my towels. I wash them.
Would 17-year-old you be proud of you?
Yes.
Excellent. Who would you give anything to see in concert and why?
Oh, Garth Brooks.
I mean,
Because
Garth is great. I've seen him twice. He is wonderful.
Living. How does it feel to live my dream?
The real answer, the correct answer was Zach Bryan, but it's fine. Okay.
What color are your sheets?
I have white ones, and then I have like tan ones.
Okay.
And if you were on a deserted island, what are 2 things you would bring with you and why?
My cell phone, so that I could probably call someone to get off the deserted island.
It's deserted. You have no service.
There ain't no service out there, boy.
And something to light a fire with.
Okay.
Or a mirror.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Okay. This is good.
I've read the book The Hatchet.
Excellent. Okay. No.
It's a speed round. She's not allowed to.
No, she's not allowed. We're done. We're done here. Thank you very much.
Okay, then Woody, we're gonna finish with you in the speed round. Just be ready. Last guy. Okay.
Matt, do you like Tim Hortons?
I don't mind it.
2 stops though. If we
we can stop twice.
Okay, perfect, great. What is your biggest pet peeve?
Just bad drivers.
Right, we did talk about this. Yes. I thought so. What is your favorite thing about yourself?
I have a really good smile.
Yeah, you do. You have a great smile.
His mustache.
If you were a death row person, what's your last meal going to be, and who's going to make it?
I could eat 8 loaves of my dad's homemade garlic bread.
Oh, I love garlic. Okay. 8 loaves of it. That's a lot though, but understandable. Would 17-year-old you be proud of you?
I hope so.
Yeah. It's a yes or no, I think.
Yes.
Yes. Perfect. Thank you. Do you make your bed in the morning?
Depends on the day.
Okay. And we've talked about the sheets thing because when I put this up on Instagram, we were talking about
I've
it.
been recently converted to a top sheet person from life in hotels over the last 10 years of my life.
I think anyone who doesn't use a top sheet is crazy, but that's just my personal opinion. It's fine. All right. Who would you give anything to see in concert and why?
I could go see Eric Church every day of the week and not get tired of it.
Mm-hmm.
He's an excellent performer.
Yes, he is great. Did I ask you what your love language is? Yes, I think so.
I don't think so.
Okay. What is your love language?
Words of affirmation, I think.
We just say nice things.
Would you rather have cheesy fingers or wet socks for the rest of your life?
Cheesy fingers or wet socks for the rest of your life? Hurry, and I have one more.
Cheesy fingers. It could be almost anything except for wet socks for the rest of my life.
Okay, last question. What do you do with your hands in a hot tub?
One is on a drink and the other one is up on the edge. I don't really care.
Perfect, done. That's what I do too. Okay.
We know what Woody's doing with his hands in a hot tub, fixing it.
Okay, here's Woody's back, and he's on the clock in 5 seconds.
Ryden.
Yes.
What is your love language? Yeah, how's the hot tub going?
Talk about this. Yeah. Physical touch.
Did we ask you physical touch? Yes, we did ask you this. Excellent. If you were a celebrity, what would you be famous for?
I like to think I'm a pretty fun guy, pretty outgoing, pretty funny. I'd like to think it's something along those lines.
The Hollywood fun guy, though, that sounds like trouble. Like you get into trouble. You know?
I don't.
Okay.
I'm a good boy. I'm an angel.
What is your favorite thing about yourself?
Again, I'm gonna go with I think I'm a pretty fun guy. I like to think that I'm a pretty fun guy to be around, and I think a lot of my friends would say the same sort of thing.
Correct.
Or my smile. I like my smile.
We like your smile too. What is your death row meal, and who would make it?
I'm gonna follow up with the rest of the boys there and go with the steak. Give me a steak, and I honestly
what kind
don't
of steak?
have
I would be going for a Wagyu.
Yeah, see, I'm a strip loin kind of guy, Give me a nice medium rare strip loin and some mashed potatoes and some garlic bread. Call her a day.
Okay. Do you make your bed in the morning?
Yes. I'm not going to say that I make it every morning, but I do make my bed. Yes.
Okay. Good enough. Would 17-year-old you be proud of you?
I would say absolutely. Yeah.
Who would you give anything to see in concert and why?
That's a great question.
28 seconds.
I actually
let's go.
I'm gonna say a Zach Bryan concert would be great. I've been to a lot of concerts. I'm not a big country guy, but I've been to a lot of concerts, and all of them have been country. So
Okay, I gotta cut you off. We got 10 seconds. What do you do with your hands in a hot tub?
one's got a drink. Yeah, one's got a drink, and then the other one's floating on the edge or on my lap. I don't know.
Okay,
We're
on your lap.
Yeah, could be. Got to be the lucky chosen one, I guess.
Okay. All right. Well, let's we're gonna take one more quick little break and be back with our finale right after this.
Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around and desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.
We're back. And what an afternoon it was, ladies and gentlemen.
Would you say that love was in the air?
There was something in the air.
I'm feeling
some would call it love. Some would call it aroma of potato salad and dip. But overall, and I think that we can all attest to this, that in all the ones I've been a part of, minus the one that I got my beautiful Allie, this felt real. And I think that's really the underlying, kind of theme here is it felt really real. I felt that there was some real genuine action happening here.
There were even some tears.
Yeah, great day. I'm really
Real
glad
tears.
everyone showed up, came to the house, made it out here in person. It was really good to see everyone. Yeah.
Hey, one thing I will say, one thing I have to stick up for Woody. No, listen, in the application it said either in person or on Zoom. So
I know
giving Woody,
that,
you gotta give Woody a
Wacey.
pat on the back for showing up no matter what.
Because we like you.
No,
Exactly.
I gotta
Okay.
he's making dogged all afternoon. I'm
Yes,
here
we
to
can
stick up
take
for my
it.
little rotten soldier.
Yeah, I
You're
can't
my
wait
boy,
to
Bruce.
soak in
You're
that
my
hot
boy.
tub, Woody.
Dead here, buddy. Next
we-
day's off.
This was really a bit of a roller coaster. It started out kind of everyone kind of dipped their toes in the water, but then we went not water, hands fixing a hot tub. But we had auctioneering, we talked about pie, we talked about dogs, we talked about
Love languages.
Really, it was just, I thought a great day, and I think all the contestants did good. And I think there's some did better than others, and there is no question, without a doubt, this is my Dustin Edwards Cowboy Shit guarantee. One of these men in this room will be Cassie Hausauer's future husband. Let's
Do
continue.
you feel like your future husband's in the room?
That's what they say on The Bachelor. I've been watching it.
I'm not in the room, so
All right, Ted, take it away here.
Well, Eddie, you were saying that we got a few things we're going to talk about. So in getting into our final award ceremony here this evening, we gotta cut it down. So
Yeah, and we just want to precursor this with the fact that we don't want any hurt feelings here. All the contestants were great, and I think that no matter what, and I'll test that if you don't win the heart of Cass through this process, you will find somebody. There's hundreds of viewers of this podcast, guys. You're gonna get one. Tens of viewers. At the very least, we got some good shout outs to Reese's Potato Salad at Co-op. All right. So first things first is we're going to talk about the man on the Zoom. Cass, let's talk a little bit about the hot tub scenario here today. Just short, quick. Keep it quick.
Enjoy your hot tub ride, and I love you. Goodbye.
Is that how we're?
Is
this like Survivor?
The tribe has spoken, Woody.
The tribe has spoken.
Yeah.
Case, I guess Ted, we closed Ride and Screen. He's out of the competition, and he lost.
Hey, thanks for doing this, Woody. We appreciate
absolutely.
you, bud.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, thanks for having me, boys. Take care.
Okay. Just now his screen disappears, and that's sad. Wow. Okay, guys, good news. You've all made the top 3. All right. One thing that we have, I guess we did this before Woody was still around, but now time for first impression cactus, which I guess he wasn't applicable for. So the first impression cactus is an award that Allie actually is a recipient of.
probably sponsored by Defoe Cactus Works. As you can see behind us.
Let's take a look at some of these cactuses. Look at that bastard. That thing's like an octopus. This is unbelievable. There's a heart-looking one.
Big veiny bastard.
Let's actually talk. Storm, would you tell us about this cactus, where it came from, its origins, how it came to be where it is? Tell us about the cactus.
Is it a seedling?
This is an African milk cactus. It's from the Euphorbia family. It likes sunlight, obviously, because
we gotta get Storm on the screen. Hold on.
most cactuses like sunlight, but it doesn't like as much sunlight as, say, some of these other cactuses. You can see by the chlorophyll content in it that it's a greener plant as opposed to more of a silvery plant. So it doesn't need as much sunlight as your
chlorophyll, more like borophyll.
But that's all you really need to know.
So are you saying that it doesn't need to be watered much? Like, how much love and care does this cactus
I would
need?
water it once a week.
Once a week. Okay. You heard it, guys. Once a week.
Cass needs more, though.
Yeah.
So let's Allie, what does it mean to win the cactus? What does it do to you knowing that you win the first impression?
In
Doesn't
my
mean you're gonna
experience, I
win.
guess it just means that love is on the horizon, and you're not probably going to get picked in this round. But don't give up, because there might be other people in the room,
All right, so whoever wins this cactus, all you're getting today is essentially a cactus.
and not
All right,
Cass.
okay, Cass, let's present your cactus and tell them why.
You know what? I was really impressed. Lane, you are getting this cactus. You did not expect to even be here. You didn't even want to be here. Someone sent you in here and you showed up guns a-blazing with one heck of a dip, and you did some auctioneering and it was awesome. And so that's why you're getting the first impression cactus. Yeah, so
But you didn't get the first
come on
date.
over. Get your cactus and maybe give us some words on your experience. Okay.
Let's narrate. So Cass is now standing up. She's walking over.
So here's your cactus. Congratulations. Do you have any words about today? Any feelings? Anything you'd like to say?
Thanks for having me. That's all I need to say.
Excellent. Thank you.
Cactus.
Love it. All right. So Lane is our first recipient of the first impression cactus, and it's beautiful chlorophyll.
Okay, and that's going to take us to our essentially our first runner up today, isn't it? Right to it. We're getting right into it. So
we got a backstory here. In the selection process, we were each talking about what we liked from each contestant, and this contestant, a lot of words about what they liked didn't come from Cass, but someone else. So let's move to that.
Say that again. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Just the next runner up here.
Oh, we're doing it. Okay. Okay, so first runner up is going to be Jaron.
Yeah, we clap. Jaron, congratulations on runner up. He's been shooting his shot for a time. You can stand up and shake his hand. Jaron, there's a hug. Jaron's been shooting his shot here for a long time, but Jaron, we want to throw something out at you. In the round table here with our panel, as we were talking about each contestant, there was a lady at this table who could not stop complimenting you, who was in your corner to be the guy. And we all kind of started looking at each other thinking, wow, she is really excited about this guy. We would like to offer you today's Co-op Research runner-up award, a date with Brooke.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yay! All right, Brooke, you can stand up for the ceremonial hug here. This seals the deal. Yeah. All right. Ted, what's your thoughts on this turn of events?
I'm going to say that just want to thank the sponsor Reesers for donating the being part of this, and yeah, I'm excited for just like what you guys like. I don't think Brooke hijacked the podcast quite like you did, but she's here and done a great job today, and she deserves this.
And she knew what she wanted. She had that green flag in hand, and Jaron, I think that there's a silver lining here. Brooke's a great girl, and we hope you guys enjoy your date over this potato salad when we wrap up here. And Cass, any final words?
Do you guys smell that? Love is in the air.
That's lasagna, actually.
All right, how about a big round of applause for Jaron and Brooke, everybody? All right, well, now the moment, ladies and gentlemen, in partnership with Cowboy Shit Productions.
And our friends at Pearl and Heart and Barney's in Drumheller, proud sponsors of the first date.
And lipstick and cowboy boots, just for fun.
Exactly. Huge sponsor.
No monetary sponsorship, but thank you.
But, Cassie, our finalist today, our winner of the Bachelorette, the third version, everybody here's a winner. But We had to pick one person to be the first place winner. And Cassie, go ahead.
Matt Korchinski.
Matt, come on down. You're the next contestant on A Date with Cass. He's about to boldly go where.
Okay, so Eddie, talk about the date that they just won.
All right, so you guys have won a all expenses within reason day at Barney's Adventure Park in Drumheller. You can wander through the corn maze. You can hold hands down our live dinosaur experience, or you can stop in at Barney's Grain Bin Saloon for a cold beverage. When you're finished your day at Barney's Adventure Park, you will meander into Pearl and Heart, Drumheller's hottest boutique, for a shopping spree of clothes, wine, sausage, or a coffee, or Nanaimo Square. They're really good. And if it goes good, we'll put you up at the hotel with our friends and family rate, courtesy of Canalta.
Wow, amazing, guys. Thank you so much.
Let's get the reaction here from Matt.
I'm speechless.
Was that a squeak?
It might have been.
What's everyone's thoughts? This is the first look of the couple here.
Wondering if we have to do one more auctioneer challenge.
Can you auction?
No.
All right, so there it is. We're going to see them on screen 3. Let's it's a first look at the happy couple. Congratulations. What happens here for them today? Is there something that goes on?
I think Cassie needs a ride home. So,
Matt, will you drive me home to my truck?
Absolutely. I will take you home tonight.
Yay! All right. Allie, let's chime in here. You've been in this process before. Is there anything just from the outside looking in that really signifies that this could be real?
I mean, that they both came. They were both vulnerable. And I mean, the fact that she has to get in his vehicle after, and if he keeps driving fast, she can't get out. So
tuck and roll.
So this is a really good opportunity for him to iron down the status of this relationship.
Matt, do you want to throw any plugs out for your leatherwork company while we're here?
MK Custom Leather on Instagram and Facebook, and their website will be back up shortly.
There. Is it your
TikTok
website?
as well.
All right. So there you go. MK Leather and Lipstick and Cowboy Boots, the collab that we didn't know we needed, but we've got it.
Outstanding. Well, thank you all. I got to say thanks to our co-host today, Wacey Anderson over in BC. Thanks for always being there, Wace. Dustin Edwards from Barney's in Drumheller. Allie Price from Pearl and Heart. My friend Brooke Martine across the way. Actually, she's off the screen now. There, she's got to get back in there. Brooke's working with the Calgary Stampede. Yeah, she got a date out of this too. Cassie, thanks for being up for this, and thanks to all the guys, everybody for coming down. Lane, Jaron, Woody, sorry about how this ended up for you, but thanks for being part of it, buddy. And Matt right in front of us here too. So
gets the date.
Yeah, gets the date. Thanks everybody for tuning in this week though. Appreciate it a lot.
Oh, before we sign off here, Dustin and Allie, I'm wondering if you have any advice for the new couple as they head off on this adventure.
Be open-minded, be patient, and there's gonna be a lot of newfound celebrity status from this. We've lived through it. You're gonna get recognized a lot when you're out and about. It's gonna be a lot of eyeballs on you. Just keep your head down and treat her good. And you too could be sitting beside the love of your life one day in this very chair, eating dip. Any thoughts?
I agreed.
How do you feel?
I agree.
Thank you. Back to you, Ted.
All right, to wrap it up, like what Cassie said, we probably should get both of these. We should have got this maybe earlier on. But Cassie, what is your definition of cowboy shit?
The day has finally come. Every time I listen to the podcast, I always think, like, what is my definition of cowboy shit? But I've never had to be the one to answer it. And now I'm on the spot and I don't like it. My definition of cowboy shit is just getting shit done. So we saw a lot of applicants that came on and they all wanted to do cowboy shit. And then when it came time to do cowboy shit, they did not do the cowboy shit. So
except for the people that are here.
Except for these four. But there were, and so I believe it's just getting the job done and doing it, really doing it. Yeah.
Outstanding. Matt?
It's a lot harder of a question considering I've listened to the answer hundreds of times on your guys' podcast. And I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's the willingness to just put your head down, do what it takes to get through those times that maybe aren't the most fun, and know that with your hard work and determination, what comes out of the other side is going to be the best. And I mean, you can apply that to all sorts of walks of life, but I think that is the definition of cowboy shit.
From a maker of Cowboy Shit, it's this leather company. That's the definition from Matt. Our winner this year on The Bachelorette. Thank you, Cassie, for doing this. I gotta get one more comment from Brooke too. We'll just pass over the mic. Brooke, just wrap it up. What is it? What are you thinking right now? What are you feeling?
I'm just really happy for Cass. She's truly one of my favorite people, and I always just want her happiness. So if she's happy in this moment, I'm happy, and I'm glad that we all get to spend today together and have a great day.
Awesome. Happy Sunday. Okay. Thanks everybody for being in here. Wacey, do you have anything else? We wrap it up. All right, he's good.
Nothing to report over here, y'all. Nothing to report.
I'm
gonna go. I report that I'm just happy that Wace isn't the one going through this again. He's a true love story as well.
Had we to do this a third time, it's a bad deal. Bad deal if I'm up
if you
for
were
a
sitting
third
here
bachelor,
again,
so
it would be bad.
it's not a good thing. So I'm happy where I'm at right now.
Outstanding. Okay, well, thanks, Wace.
Speaking of that, I'm gonna go find my
this.
lovely lady on the slopes here soon.
Okay, go have fun skiing the rest of the day, man. We'll see y'all later. Thanks everybody for being part of this. Thanks Brittany Kamisik for being over here on the video side. Storm preparing the lovely lasagna we're about to eat here. Everybody for being here. Thanks again. We'll hope everybody enjoyed the show. We'll catch up again soon.
Well, and you good all do, oh, good all do. The way the grass smells at night and you got flames all in your eyes. They reflect the sparkler and you say we'll never die. Grab me by the hands just as calloused as I am. Say you're proud. Well, it's blue jeans in the driveway and you're walking inside sideways. The wine always affects you in beautiful kind ways. Ask me if I'm staying and I say that I'm sleeping on the floor. Won't you tell me that you need me? 'Cause lately I've been needing someone to remind me, worth more than just an evening. I woke to kitchen smoke, you dancing like God's moved in you before.